A body and soul chord melody guitar lesson has been on your wish list for quite some time now. And your wish is my command? So here it is. Hi my dear jazz guitar aficionados around the globe. Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. I'll share everything note for note, slow and easy. I've made tabs and a backing track, which you can download from one of the links down below in the description box. Please read the short download instructions right next to the link. And now let's check out Body and Soul. We are in the key of D flat major and we have a classical AABA jazz song form. Each of these sections are 8 bars long. So you guessed it, we have a total of 32 bars. Here is the first phrase, the first 2 bars of the song. We start with the E flat minor chord, and that's the 2nd degree of the D flat major scale. Here's an E flat on the A string, 6th fret, then 4th fret by barring, 6 and 4. So I bar over the inner 4 strings. Actually, I bar over everything, but I just play the inner 4 strings. I start with the A string, and then the rest follows. Go slowly, arpeggiate slowly through the strings. Now your pinky has a hammer on the B string, 4 to 6, and back to 4, but don't pull off. Very gently. B7 flat 5. I play that with my thumb, but you can use your fingers too. B on the 7 of the E string, 7 of D, 8, 6. Don't play the A string. If you want to strum, make sure you mute with your middle or whatever finger you have there to touch the A string ever so slightly if you want to strum. Other than that, you can use your fingers or hybrid pick like me. Okay, then B flat 7 sus 4. I leave that ring finger here and I bar over. I don't play the A string. I just play the E, the D and the G string. I also don't play the upper 2. Those 3, E, D, G. Okay? Resolution, E flat minor 9. Here is the virtual root. We don't play it. 4, 6, 6, 6 upper chords. I have a video on minor upper chords, also on major upper chords. Check them out. And Now there's no more melody for the rest of the bar. So what I do is I have a picking pattern, fast 16th notes. I play from low to high, D string, G, B, E string. Next chord would be A flat 7 or A flat something, mixolydian in, and I approach it a chromatic above with A13. 5 of D, 6, 7, these 3 strings only. Then to the left, here's my target chord, A flat 13. And now I don't play that chord, but I play a picking pattern, and you can do just any random picking, but here's what I play. D string, B string, G string, D string. And now I play an altered chord by moving my ring finger to the left. Everything else remains. And now I pick from high to low. B string, G string, D string, and B string again. You can use your fingers too. I use fingers and pick. It's called hybrid picking. Okay, from that E flat. And the resolution chord is D flat 6. Here would be the D flat. We don't play it. Well, you can actually, you can. 3, 3, 4. It's just a better voice leading if I don't play it, but you can play it. All right, and that's it. Yeah, did I say 3, 3, 4? Yes, I did. Alzheimer's struck me. So here's entire first phrase at slow tempo for ya. 3, 4. And here's phrase 2. These are the next 2 bars. All right, we had the D flat on beat 1 of that bar, of that measure already. That has no melody, so play it quiet. Now we have the melody on count 1 and that's a D flat major chord that you should play a little louder. That's D flat on the A string. String 4, 6, 5, 6, 4. Strum, or use your thumb or whatever. But go through all 5 strings. Lift your pinky and hammer on the E string from the 4 to the 6. Right? You need to bar up until the E string. Back to the 4. G flat 7 flat 5. I guess you know that cowboy chord here. I call it cowboy chords. And you just move the 5th to the flat 5th. That gives us inner 4 strings, 9, 10, 9, 11. All right, G flat 7 flat 5. Then the melody is lift your pinky up and the 9th of the B string on its own. And now we have an F minor 11. All 5 strings from the H string, 8, 8, 8, 9, 11. Then I go chromatically up, but I don't play this anymore because I need this melody note. So that's F sharp minor 11 as well. 9, 9, 9, 10, 9. Strum through it quietly and slowly. 1 to the left for F minor 11. And E diminished, or G diminished. Actually, there's an E in bass. The bass plays the E. That's why I call it E diminished, but it's also G diminished. Here's the G. 10. Yeah, 10. No, yeah. I'm getting confused. 10, 11, 9, 11. Those are the fret numbers. All right, and that was phrase 2. Let me play through that at slow tempo for you. And here's the next 2 measure bit, and that's phrase 3. And we have the E flat minor 7 chord now. That's 6, 8, 6, 7. And the 9th of the E string, because here's the melody. I play the bass first, the A string, and then the rest follows, or everything again. Strum through everything. then the melody, you lift your pinky off, and the 6th of the E string, 7 of B string, and now you need to have your pinky on the 9th of the E string, and I would keep everything, try to keep things ringing. And now you play, you have to hybrid pick or use your fingers, the E and the D string. The D should still be lying here, that's the 8th fret, plus the 9 of the E. Okay? So this bar. Okay, C minor 11, very nice chord, love that change. 8, 8, 8, 6, no A string. A trill, hammer pull combination, 6, 7, 6. You just hit it once. Okay, I'll leave my finger here. You don't have to actually. What follows is a B7 flat 5 or just B7. Because we don't play that B string anymore. We just play, we had that chord before, 7, 7, 8, we just play up until the G string. And this one would be cool if this one would still keep ringing, okay? Now I play a little octave thing. You don't have to do that. I just think it's cool. That's why I always played to make up for that gap. There in ballads, there are often huge melody gaps, and you can then do some bass melody or something, bass line. I like to do some stuff in between, so I do a little melody on my own, just 2 notes. That's the 6th of the A and the 8 of the G string, and you gotta mute the string in between and down below and up above. Slide up to the pair of 8, 10 and go back without sliding to this one. I use my thumb like Wes did. I slide back. Can you see that here? I slide back like on rails, my pick, and then I have my thumb free. Because the pick sounds very harsh, very loud, but you can do it. And the B flat minor, that's 6, 6, 6, no A string, just up until the G string. Okay, here's phrase number 3 for you at slow tempo. All right, 3, 4. Alright, and here are the next 2 bars. These are the last 2 bars of the A1 section, and I'm also going to show you the second ending for the A2 section, because everything else is the same. I'll get to that in a minute. We come from that B flat, and now we have da 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 da. B flat minor 11. I harmonized that in block chords, which means a chord for every melody note. If that is too difficult for you, just play the melody without the full chord, if that's too much for you, okay? The melody is always the top note, the highest note of the chord. B flat minor 11, 1, 1, 1, 2 of the inner 4 strings, 2 to the right, C minor 11. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm a little close. On the 3, 3, 3, 4, and then D diminished, 5, 6, 4, 6. Now glide over 2 to the right, and this one 3 to the right, and an E flat minor 11 happens to be here. 6 of A, 8, 6, 9. Okay. Try to keep your fingers on the fretboard. Don't lift them up. Okay. Then the B string one more time. Now D7 flat 5, that's the same as the B we had, but on the 10th fret. 10 of E, no A string, 10 of D, 11 and 9 of B. Then I hammered from the 9th to the 11th, go back to the 9. No, don't go back to the 9, sorry. D9, that's what I wanted to say. 5, 4, 5, 5, inner 4 strings, that's a D9. And the resolution, because that's a tritone substitute actually for A flat, the 5 chord, now resolves to D flat 6. That's 4, 3, 3, 2 on the inner 4 strings, D flat 6, and we are in the key of D flat. All right, now I fill the gap. I play the middle 2 strings with just a little strum. And now the 5 chord that leads me back to the E flat is a B flat altered. Here's a B flat on the 6th, and I don't play it, I start on the 6th of the D, 7, 7, 9, B flat altered, lift it up, play the 7 of the E string alone, lift that up, get 6, 7, 7, 6 by barring, and my pinky goes to the 9 of the B. So I just make a little filler melody on my own, with just a chord sequence that is an altered chord sequence I play a lot to fill things up at the end of a section. And now that leads me back. I'm gonna repeat that first for you, okay? Phrase 4A. Oops. Now everything is being repeated. That's the A2 section. And then instead of that last bar, we had the D flat. We need something different. We start with the same chord, D flat 6, and the filler, those two in the middle, D and G string. But now I don't go to the B flat filler, but E minor to E flat, because that is a 2-5 that leads us to the D. E flat, E minor 9, regular jazz tension chord. Here's the E, 7 of A string, 5, 7, 7. I strum through it, and then for A altered we have a tritone substitute, E flat 9. It's the same as A7 sharp 5, okay? Except for the root is different. We do that to have better bass movement, and that's 6, 5, 6, 6. And that leads us to the B section. We're gonna get to that, okay? So that's the second ending, phrase 4B. Welcome to the B section. Here are the first 3 bars. This is phrase number 5. This is the D flat, the D6 9 that we resolved to from that second A section. That's a 2, 5, 1, and here we are now, 5, 4, 4, 5, D6 9. The funny thing is, we now shifted keys to the D key. We started in D flat, and the B section is in D. The first bars actually. So that's really interesting movement. Now I have a little melody going on. That's 3 of B and 4 of D. Then 5 and 5, always the same strings, and 7 and 7. These are all sixths, in intervals of sixths. E bass, going to E minor 11. All right. That's 2, 4, 3, 5 of the upper 4 strings. D6 9 without the root. The root is actually here. That's 9, 9, 10, 10. Then a 10 alone on the E string. All the way down to this D major 7. That's open D string. 2, 2, 2. G minor 9 is next. That's 3, 3, 3, 5. Here is the root, the G. Then the E string again. And now it's 5 chord, the C7 flat 5. Also an E diminished chord. E, B flat, D flat, G. 2, 3, 2, 3. Then F sharp minor chord. 2, 2, 2. Upper 3 strings plus the F sharp in bass. Then the E string again. B7 sharp 9 chord. 2, 1, 2, 3 inner 4 strings, resolving to an E minor add 9 chord. Actually, I made it I use a kind of a pop voicing here. I use that often for jazz because I think it sounds fantastic. That's the all strings, E, second of the A, fourth of the D, and all the open strings. Going to its 5 chord, A flat 7 flat 9. I play the open A string, 5 of D, 3, 2. And the resolution and last chord of this phrase is the D sus2 chord. That's what I harmonize it with. D on the 5th of the A string, 2, 2, just up until the G string. Don't play that C sharp because the melody is here. Alright, that was a lot. Now let me play that for you at slow tempo. 3, 4. And here's the last phrase. These are the last 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars of the B section. All right, we have a D6, 9 here. Here's the D, 5, 4, 4. Okay, I play that. Then the 6th of the G string, E half diminished. That's in a 4 string, 7, 8, 7. And then I add the 8 of the B string. And they ring together. Its 5 chord would be A altered. Again, this tune has tritone substitutes on actually every A altered chord for an E flat. Okay, no, that last one wasn't. So E flat 9, we have the 6th of the A, 5, 6, and the 6th of the B string follows. So from E half diminished, E flat 9, and the resolution is a D minor with the F in bass. 8 of A, 7, 7 of D and G by barring, just up until the G string. And then a melody, 7 of G again, 9, and slide to 10. The 5 chord G 9, here's the G on the A string, 10, 9, 10, 10 in a 4 strings. B string again. Part of the G7, you could actually play the entire G7. I just played the 6th that's included within that G7 chord. That's the G on the 8th fret of the B string and the 9th fret of the D string. All right, where are we here? Resolution, C major 7 chord. Here's the C on the 10th fret of the D string, 10, 12, 12, 12. E string again, B string. E flat diminished 13, 7, 8, 7, 10 of the upper 3 strings. That's not a E flat diminished 13. It is an E flat diminished major 7 actually. Then 4, 5, 4, 5. That's another E flat diminished chord. Okay. D minor 7, I glide over, 7, 7, 6, 8, upper 4 strings, E string again, D minor 11, that's 4, 5, 5, 6, 5 of the upper 4 strings. It's 5 chord G7 flat 9, a diminished chord by the same token, 6, 7, 6, 7, G altered, 3, 4, 4, 3, G7 sharp 5 to be exact. And now we have 4 chords, the same chord moving down 3 times. C9, that's a C, don't play the A string. On the 8th, 8, 7, 5. If you want to strum through it, mute the A string. 1 to the left for B9, 1 to the left for B flat 9. This is hard to fret. You need to kind of put your elbow and put everything to the left. If you try it like this, you won't be able to reach the 5th fret. Okay, so kind of push your elbow a little towards your stomach. Or push the guitar a little away from you. That helps immensely. Okay, if your guitar is so flat, your finger will tend to go in there. If you put it out, you can, you know, you can play that better. One more to the left, and now E9 sharp 11. E is here on the 7th, 6, 7, 7, and 6 by barring. That's a tricky one. I do not play that E string, okay? If you can't do that, just play the upper 4 strings and play maybe the E in bass. That's also a possibility. Okay? All right, here is the last phrase, phrase number 6 at slow tempo for you. 1, 2. If you like my chord melody tutorial on Body and Soul, please give it a fat thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share the love and the knowledge. I see you next week. Servus, Baba.